Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be playing through the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass once again. Last time we finished up Wave 3 by taking on the Moon Cup, but this time we'll be heading over to Wave 4 by taking on the Fruit Cup. So let's get right into it. Alright, so we'll be playing with 200cc as always, and we'll be using Yoshi as our character today, and I'll explain why in a moment. Let's first get our vehicle customization done. Alright, so we're playing as Yoshi in the Fruit Cup because of the Yoshi's Island track that's in this cup. So I thought it'd be a really cool idea to play as Yoshi. Alright, so besides Yoshi's Island, we'll be playing through Amsterdam Drift, Riverside Park, and DK Summit. So let's get right into it. Alright, so like always, with these Mario Kart tour tracks that are based off real world locations, well almost, I never know where they're located in the real world. So yeah, like with Sydney Sprint, I had no idea Sydney was based out of Australia, and with Amsterdam, I had no idea it was based out of the Netherlands. I really need to do some more geography, looking up and information and travel of the world, because I've only been in America and Canada. I probably have said that before in a previous video, but I'm assuming Amsterdam must have like a lot of windmills, because there are a lot of windmills in this track. Like my gosh, we've already passed maybe what, 8? And I fell into the water under the bridge. That is great. Oh, ooh, I think I just bopped Birdo. Birdo's big nose mouth looking thing. I have no idea what it is. Alright, so, but besides the point, I'm not the biggest fan of this track, to be honest. It's just like, it's a nitpick of mine, but there's an underwater section in this track. Oh, shoot. Right here that I really think doesn't make too much sense. Like there must obviously be like maybe a lot of boats and people that travel using the water in Amsterdam, but I feel like with these real world tracks, I feel like they should be like have like real world, like I feel like you shouldn't be, I mean, like they should take like all the Mario Kart physics out of it. Like for example, like you shouldn't be able to drive underwater in this track, cuts from the real world, if that makes any sense. Like I just don't feel like that makes sense. Like obviously it is Mario Kart and they can do whatever, but I can never drive underwater in the real world, so I think they should take in consideration of that with this track. Like hey, we could maybe, I don't know, be cool. I mean, that's why like Mario Kart needs like more vehicle, like, oh shoot, well it doesn't need Donkey Kong to hit me like that. It needs like, you know, like how Diddy Kong Racing had like multiple vehicle types. Besides like Mario Kart, you're gonna be like, okay Jaren, well Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has karts and motorcycles, but I'm talking about like full-on hovercrafts and like airplanes and cars in Diddy Kong Racing. That was such a cool idea, and in a story mode, that was so cool. But anyway, besides the fact we got the dub on that track, thank goodness, because like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of that track. But alright, let's move on to the next track. Alright, here we go with Mario Kart Super Circuit Riverside Park. I don't know what I was about to call it right there. So yeah, with a lot of these, well, Nintendo really doesn't remake too many of the Mario Kart Super Circuit and Super Mario Kart tracks in their games, and I feel like that's mainly because the tracks are really boring. Like Mario Kart Super Circuit and Super Mario Kart, that's a lot of supers, just came from 2D consoles. I mean, like the Game Boy Advance was 2D, mainly in the SNES was mainly 2D, so it's like they made Mario Kart like on a 2D plane. So I mean, the tracks are pretty boring and like basic, and they always have these like blocks along the side of the track, so like it just really feels really restrictive. So I just feel like these tracks are boring, and that's why Nintendo doesn't really remake them too much. But however, there are 2 tracks in this game that do look really good that are from Mario Kart Super Circuit, and that's Ribbon Road and Cheeseland. And those tracks just look phenomenal in this game. I'm just saying, I think I just said that twice, but yeah, they really do. Like they took the tracks ground up like that. I feel like they just took the name that it originally came from and that like idea and like made it fit for Mario Kart 8, and it looks really good. Like I'll probably put up pictures of what the tracks look like if you guys never seen them before, but you know, over 55 million people I think own Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm sure you have. Thank goodness, the Switch sells a lot of consoles, y'all. Like I feel like the Switch will eventually outsell the PS2. That might be a hot take, but it's already almost at 130 million units, and the PS2 was 155 units sold when it finally finished up. So it only really needs like 26 more million. I know the Switch is probably slowing down right now. Next year will probably bring a Nintendo Switch 2 to the market. I mean, obviously, this seems like it's time. Like, Nintendo has been going off this hardware for such a long time, and they need to make something new, you know? Oh, I want to outdo this blue shell. There we go. It's like, nope, I'm going to do some Sonic Speed with Yoshi. There we go, guys. Got our second dub of the day. All right, let's move on to the next track. All right, guys, now I really like this track. I've been kind of negative. I'm always negative in the Booster Course Pass, it seems like. But I promise, guys, I actually like this Booster Course Pass. It's nice. I really like DK Summit. This is such a good track for Mario Kart Wii. Now, okay, I just said no negative, but there is one negative to this track. I feel like it's really, like, it looks like, it reminds me of DK Mountain from Mario Kart Double Dash. They just, like, put a coat of paint over it and made it more like a snow theme of that track. Like, you're going in a canyon, and this time you're going downhill instead of uphill with DK Mountain. But it's really cool, I still think. The music is a bop. Like, hear that. That's just so good, I think. And also, I don't know if I can show you, but if you guys saw at the beginning of, like, when the Treknan's introduction, there's that DK statue with the snowboard. And actually, this Mario Kart Wii, when this track originally came out, it was a Mario statue. And I feel like a lot of people were like, huh? How does that make sense? It's a DK Summit track. Why is Mario, like, why is there a Mario statue? I think you might be, no, you can't. I thought maybe you'd be, oh, yeah, it's right there. It's on the bottom left. Yeah, right there. That was that DK statue. But in Mario Kart Wii, like I was saying, it was a Mario statue. So I feel like maybe originally it was supposed to be like a Mario Summit track. Like, it was supposed to be based off Mario. But then they're like, we have too many Mario tracks in this game with Mario Kart Wii. So they said, all right, we'll just call it DK Summit instead. But they didn't have enough time to take out the Mario statue and replace it with a DK statue. But in Mario Kart Tour and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they fixed it, and now it is a DK statue. Oh, here comes another blue shell. My gosh, I really need a horn. Horns coming. I really like horns in Mario Kart 8. I'm so glad they made that an item so you could actually have, like, a legitimate way to get rid of blue shells. Because in the past with the blue shells, you would just be like, oh, wow, a boo took my item. So you'd just be taking, like, okay, if I don't want to get hit by a blue shell, I can just fall off the map. Or sometimes you'd be lucky enough, like, to use a mushroom and, like, outrun the blue shell. So then, like, right when it was about to come, like, you could use the mushroom and, like I said, outrun it. That's really cool, but it's really hard to pull off. So I'm glad there's actually a legitimate 100% guarantee way to get rid of a blue shell in this game. But it's a hard item. Oh, shoot. Well, that was definitely sucky. And DK's right behind me. Uh-oh. Come on, let's try it. I forgot what I was about to say, but yeah, the blue shell I'm so glad we have the horn now. All right, guys. 3 dubs down, 1 to go. I don't know why I've been calling my wins dubs all the time. That is, like, so, like, 2018, 2019 lingo. But yeah, all right, let's move on to the final track. All right, here we go, guys. Yoshi's Island. Now, this is a really good track. Like, it's like the Legend of Zelda and Animal Crossing tracks as they come from, like, those series, and then this Yoshi's Island track comes from the Yoshi series of games. Now, you could say, oh, Jaren, like, that right there, that music, like, when it like, that's a Yoshi's Island theme, like, how it starts out the race. Like, sorry, I forgot to, like, totally was talking over it, but like I was saying, like, Jaren, Yoshi is just from Mario. Well, technically, Yoshi is its own series. It has its own series of games for years. Like, Wario technically isn't really Mario, to be honest. He has his own series of games. Donkey Kong isn't. Donkey Kong especially isn't. But yeah, this is just such a nice theming idea, like, totally off the Yoshi's Island games. Yoshi's Island DS, Yoshi's New Island, I'm pretty sure though what that crappy game is called for the 3DS. Yeah, this is a really, like, I just hit that question mark block. Well, I fell off of it. It's not a block, it's like a flying thing. I forget what it's called in Yoshi's Island. Like, I'll definitely put in the I'll definitely fix it while editing. But yeah, like how it made that little ramp for you to get on, but that's really hard to achieve, and I'm surprised I did it. But then I just ended up falling off anyway. Anyway, guys, like, I'm just rambling on. There's so many cool things, like this, like, cave section. Like, there's some, like, but there's, like, I think 9 tracks from Mario Kart Tour that aren't city related, and this is one of them. And this is a really good Mario Kart Tour track, for sure, hands down. There's some, I think, I can think of, like, all the Mario Kart Tour non-city tracks are really good. Ninja Hideaway is, Squeaky Clean Sprint is, all of them are so great. All right, guys, last lap right here. Make sure you can get the dub. Yoshi's on like stilts, whatever they're called. Please don't. Oh, I thought that probably was gonna get me for sure. I like drove right under it. Like that was really bad. Let's use this mushroom. Oh, I did get 2 items. Okay. 200cc is getting the best of me right now. Oh no, this sucks. Right at the end. Hate when that happens. Like right at the end, guys. Like when you think like, okay, yeah, you definitely got this in the bag, but then it's like, uh-oh, this doesn't look too good anymore. Who is that? Donkey Kong? I think that's DK. I do have a mushroom, which might be helpful right here. Maybe we'll see. Oh my gosh, we might be all right. We might be all right. There we go, guys. That mushroom helped us so much. Hear that music again, like the indie music. Like it's such a good track. I'm surprised we won that, guys. That mushroom saved us. I'm sorry if I was too loud. Oh, my heart's beating so fast because I did not feel like we'd get the win right there. See, I didn't call it a dub that time, guys. I did not call it a dub. All right, guys, let's go on to the award ceremony. All right, let's see what one flaw they're going to show off. All right, Riverside Park, like I've said before, they always show like one flaw you make while racing. Oh, right there. Like, it's supposed to be an award ceremony. Like, oh, well, there's 2. Well, I kind of technically bombed DK, so it's not really more of a, it's like, it's not really an award ceremony. It's like, oh, look at your bad things too. What do you do bad? But overall, guys, we can't complain too much. We got first on all the tracks, which I always try to do for y'all. On 200cc, which is definitely difficult. All right. Oh my gosh, that loading screen took forever for a second. All right, guys. So, yeah, we got the fruit cup down. So now all we have to do is get, we have one more cup of Wave 4, which I do forget the name of. I honestly do not remember. It might be the cup. No, it's not the propeller cup. It might be the boomerang cup. I'm pretty sure it's the boomerang cup. We have that. And then we have the 2 cups last of Wave 6. And then we'll be done with the whole booster course pass. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!